Myself, G. Mahesh Kumar, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today's in environmental sustainability. Today's my topic is in municipal solid waste management, and it is also comes under the environmental legislations. The topic today we are going to discuss is municipal solid waste management. Municipal solid waste management. Yeah, topics are one is municipal solid waste. What are the rules and regulations comes under the municipal solid waste management? Before that, it also comes under the environmental legislations. Okay, what actually this environmental legislations are? What actually this environmental legislations are the laws. There are also laws that protect the environment. Okay, there are several laws in that environmental protection of environment. The law in which comes under the environmental protection is a collection of laws. One is a collection of laws, regulations, collection of laws, regulations, and agreements, and the common laws that govern how women interact with the environment. Okay, how women interact with their environment is also one of the comes under this environmental legislations. They includes the regulations, laws governing the management of natural resources such as forests, minerals, fisheries, and the related topics such as environmental impact assessment. Environmental impact assessment. All these are comes under the environmental legislations. The legislations are nothing but the laws that protect the environment, and the collection of laws and the regulations, agreements, and a common law that governs the how women interact with the environment. How women interact with the environment it includes regulations, law governing the management of natural resources such as forests, minerals, or the fisheries, and the related topics such as environmental impact assessment. That is called EIA, environmental impact assessments. Environmental impact assessment. Here, environmental law is seen as a body of law. Okay, it is seen as one of the body of law with the protection of living things. Okay, protection of living things like human beings inclusive from the harm that human activity may immediately or eventually cause to them or their species, either directly or the media or habits on which they depend. Okay, these are the body of laws. Okay, the environmental law is nothing but the uh, body of law, governed with the protection of living things. Living things are nothing but again like biotic component and abiotic component. Abiotic component. What is biotic? Biotic is nothing but the living component of the ecosystem. Living component of the ecosystem is called ecosystem is the biotic component, and non-living system of the ecosystem is called non-living system of the ecosystem. Living things of the ecosystem is called abiotic component. Abiotic component. There are two components are present in the ecosystem. One is biotic component and abiotic component. Biotic component is nothing but the living component of the ecosystem, and the abiotic component is nothing but the non-living component of the ecosystem is called abiotic component. Okay, the body of laws concerned with the protection of living things from the harm that human activity may immediately or eventually cause to them or the species, either directly or the media and the habitats on which they depend, comes under the environmental legislations. environmental legislations are the nothing but the all these are comes under the environmental laws. Biotic component, abiotic component, and protection of living things from the harm the human activity may immediately or eventually cause the harm to them, either either in the form of species, okay, either in the form of the species or directly or through the media and the habitats on which they depend comes under the environmental law. Comes under the environmental law. Okay, this all are comes under the this is about the environmental legislations. Now coming to the municipal solid waste management and handling rules 2000. Okay, the what are the municipal solid waste management and handling rules 2000. Here, the municipal solid waste management and handling, how we are going to manage this municipal solid waste and how we are going to handle this municipal solid waste. They gave some rules in the year 2000, so we call it as a municipal solid waste management and handling rules year 2000. Okay, under the Environmental Protection Law, EPA, Environmental Protection Law 1986. 1986 uh, the central government made the municipal solid waste management and handling rules in 2000 applicable to every municipal authority. Okay, it is applicable to the every municipal authority responsible for collection. One is for collection. Next, segregation. Segregation is nothing but separation, collection, segregation, storage, storage. Next, transportation, transportation, processing, processing, and disposal, and disposal. Okay, here this Environmental Protection Act, central government has given made the municipal solid waste management and handling rules in the year 2000 applicable to every municipal authority responsible for the collection of the municipal solid waste, segregation of the municipal solid waste, storage of municipal solid waste, and transportation of solid waste, and processing of solid waste, and finally the disposal of the municipal solid waste. Okay, how we are going to collect it, how we are going to separate the wet and the dry solid waste, and storage, how we are going to store the wet and dry solid waste, how we are going to transport this wet and dry solid waste, and how we are going to process, and finally how we are going to dispose this solid waste. Okay, here under the Environmental Protection Act 1986, the central government made municipal solid waste management and handling rules in 2000. It is applicable to every municipal authority responsible. Okay, every municipal authority responsible for the collection, segregation, storage, transportation, processing, disposal of municipal solid waste. Now, coming to one by one, how we are going to uh, collect it, how we are going to separate it, how we are going to storage it. Now, coming to the collection of municipal solid waste management and handling use 2000 means the collection means the lifting and removal of solid lifting and removal of solid waste from collection points to any other location. Okay, we are going to lift the solid waste, and next removal of solid waste from the collection points from where we are going to collect the solid waste. First, what we need to do means we need to lift from the place where the municipal waste is present, and we are going to removal of solid waste from the collection points to another location. Next, segregation. Segregation is nothing but the separation of municipal solid waste. Okay, means it means that to separate the municipal solid waste into the groups of how we are going to separate in different forms. Like we are going to separate like organic municipal solid waste and inorganic municipal solid waste, recyclable municipal solid waste, and finally Hazardous means nothing but dangerous, harmful municipal solid waste. How? It means that we are going to separate the municipal solid waste into the groups of organic, inorganic, recyclable. Means organic is nothing but which contains the carbon containing compounds. Inorganic without any carbon, and the recyclable which you are going to recycle it again and again, and harmful. Danger is hazardous is nothing but the harmful municipal solid waste. Harmful municipal solid waste. Okay, these are nothing but separation of municipal solid waste. Here, municipal solid waste has been separated into organic, inorganic, recyclable, and hazardous waste. Now, after the collection, segregation, separation, next followed by the storage of municipal solid waste. How we are going to store it? Means it means the temporary containment of municipal solid waste in a manner so that prevent littering. Okay, attraction to victors or stray animals and excessive full order. Means temporary removal of municipal solid waste in a manner so as to prevent littering or attraction of vectors, any other things that will attack on the municipal solid waste or stray animals and excessive smell like full smell order. Uh, Full order. Also, we need to storage in a temporary containment of municipal solid waste in a manner as to prevent the littering, attraction to victors, stray animals, and excessive foul odor. Next, followed by this uh, collection segregation. Now, we need to do the transportation of municipal solid waste. It means the mean conveyance of municipal solid waste from place to place hygienically through specially designed transport system. Okay, we are going to use a specially designed transport system so as to prevent smell, foul odor, bad smell, littering, unsightly conditions, and accessibility to the vector. So, what we are going to do means how we are going to transport this solid waste means from one place to another place. It should be hygienically through the specially. There are separate transport system will be there for this collection, separation, and next transportation of the municipal solid waste so as to prevent the foul smell, littering, unsightly conditions, and accessibility to the victors. Accessibility to the victors. Now, after the transportation, there is a system that next step is the processing of the municipal solid waste. Okay, it means the process by which solid waste are transferred into the new or recyclable products. Means the process by which solid waste are transformed into the new or recyclable products. Recyclable products. Next coming to how we are going to disposal. Okay, final this disposal municipal solid waste in terms of specified measures to prevent contamination of groundwater, surface water, and the air quality, ambient air quality. Disposal. It is a final disposal of municipal solid waste in terms of specified measures. Okay, in terms of specified measures here, what we need to do means disposal of the municipal solid waste in terms of specified measures to prevent the contamination of groundwater, surface water, and air quality. Air quality. Now, what actually this municipal solid waste is? Okay, it includes commercial and residential waste generated in. Okay, what actually this municipal solid waste is nothing but it is the waste coming from the commercial commercial areas and the residential areas generated in municipal or notified areas is either in the form of a solid or semi solid form excluding industrial hazardous waste by including treated biochemical waste. Treated biochemical. The main responsibilities of a municipal solid waste is the municipal authority. Responsibility of the municipal authority, state government, uh, control for pollution and board or state pollution control boards, central pollution control board, CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board or State Pollution Control Board, according to the rules are as follows. Okay, here what actually this municipal solid waste is the waste coming from the commercial or residential areas, and either in the form of a how it should be either in the form of a solid or semi-solid form excluding industrial hazardous waste. Okay, it should not be any industrial hazardous waste, but including the treated biomedical waste. Okay, it is a waste coming from the uh, what commercial, residential, municipal notified areas, either in the form of solid, semi-solid, and biomedical waste. Solid, semi-solid, and biomedical waste. Solid and semi-solid biomedical. The responsibles for the municipal authority is a state government, Central Pollution and Control Board, or the State Pollution Control Board, according to the rules are as follows. Now, what actually the responsibility of the municipal authority? Okay, to develop the infrastructure for the collection, storage, segregation, transportation, processing, and the disposal of the municipal solid waste. Okay, what is the responsible of municipal authorities? The infrastructure that has to develop for collection of the municipal solid waste, storage of the municipal solid waste, separation of the municipal solid waste, and transportation of the solid waste, processing, and final disposal of municipal solid waste. To set up the waste processing and disposal facility, including landfills, by state board, applying the state board. Yeah. Now, what are the responsibilities of the state government and the union territory administration? Okay, here what the responsibility of the municipal authority? What is the responsibility of the state government for this state government and the union territory administration, and the responsibility of the central pollution control board and state board? Okay, yeah, these are the responsibilities of the municipal authorities to develop the uh, infrastructure for collection of the solid waste, storage of the solid waste, separation of the solid waste, processing and the disposal of the solid waste, municipal solid waste. To set up the waste processing and disposal facility, including the landfills, by applying the state board. Yeah, the responsibility of the state government and the union territory administration is to enforce the provisions of rules in the concerned state or metropolitan cities. To enforce the provisions of the rules of concerned state or the uh, concerned state or the metropolitan cities. Metropolitan cities. Okay, there are provisions for these rules in the concerned state or the metropolitan cities. Now, what are the responsibility of the state pollution control board and the state board? Okay, here the responsibility of the CPCB. Okay, this is called shortcut. We call it as a Central Pollution Control Board and State Board. Okay, to monitor the compliance of the standard regarding the groundwater and the air quality, leachate quality, and the compost quality, including the incineration standards. To examine the proposal and grant authorization for setting up of waste processing and disposal facility. Here, the what are the responsibility of the Central Pollution and Control Board and the State Pollution Control Board is to monitor the standards regarding the groundwater and the quality of air, ambient quality of air, air quality, air quality, and the leachate quality, and the compost quality. Compost quality has to be taken care of this state pollution control board and the central pollution control board. After that, it is going to examine the proposal, and we are going to examine the proposal and grant authorization for setting up the waste processing and the disposal facility. After that only, they are going to dispose the waste, and grant the authorization for the setting of waste processing and disposal facility. These are the uh, responsibility of the state government and the central pollution control bodies. One is groundwater, air quality, leachate quality, and compost quality. Compost quality. There are some schedules are given for this. Schedule 2 of the rules provide the detailed list of waste substances with their concentration limits. Okay, the Schedule 2 of the rules provide a detailed list of waste substances with their concentration limits. There are some classes in this schedule. Class A contains 50 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class A contains the 50 milligrams of per kg of the waste. Class B contains 5,000 milligrams per kg of the waste, and Class C contains 20,000 milligrams per kg of the waste, and uh, Class D contains 50,000 milligrams per kg, and the Class E is regardless of concentration limits, highly inflammable substances. Okay, based on the schedule as given for the rules provided a detailed list of waste substances with their concentration limits. Class A is the it contains the 50 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class B contains the 5,000 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class C contains 20,000 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class D contains 50,000 milligrams per kg of the waste, and Class E is the regardless of concentration limits. Okay, it is highly inflammable substances. Highly inflammable substances. Okay, this is the schedule given by the Municipal Solid Waste Management 2000 handling and management of rules given by the Schedule 2 of the rules provide the detailed list of waste with the concentration limits. One is Class A, one is Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class E. Okay, Class A is the 50 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class B is the 5,000 milligrams for the milligrams per kg of the waste. Class C is 20,000 milligrams per kg of the waste. Class D is 50,000 milligrams per the kg of the waste, and Class E is nothing but regardless of concentration. There is a no above this 50,000. It is highly okay. This is highly inflammable substances. Highly inflammable substances. So this is the schedule 2 of the law provides a detailed list of waste substances with their concentration limits. Okay, here the municipal responsibility of municipal authority, responsibility of the state government and union territory, and the union territory administration, and the responsibility of the central pollution control board and the state board. Okay, here what is the responsibility of the municipal authorities? Here the it has to it develops a structure, infrastructure to how we are going to collect the municipal waste, how we are going to storage the municipal waste, and separate and transportation, processing, and disposal of municipal solid waste. Okay, for that, they set up a waste processing and disposal facility, including including the landfills and also the applying the state board. Now, next responsibility of the state government and the union territory administration is they gave a provision of rules in concerned state or metropolitan metropolitan cities, and the responsibility of the central government is they have to control okay standards regarding the water quality of water, air quality, leachate quality, and compost quality. They have to take care of all this groundwater, air quality, leachate quality, and compost quality. Okay, and after that they have to examine the proposal and have a grant authorization for setting of the waste processing and disposal facility. These are the schedule 2 of the rules provide a detailed list for the waste substances with their concentration limits. One is 50,000. Class A is a 50 milligrams per kg. Class B is up to 50,000 milligrams per kg. Class C is 20,000 milligrams per kg. Class D is 50,000 milligrams per kg, and Class E is regardless of concentration limits. This is highly inflammable substances, means they are inflammable substances. The references for this environmental sustainability is we are going to follow this reference like books for the Robertson Margaret Sustainability Principles and Practices. Tyler Francis's group 2017, and one more reference is the responsibility for teaching the sustainability in context, Journal of Sustainability Education. Okay, one is Robertson Margaret Sustainability Principles and Practices, Taylor and Francis Group 2017, and the Responsibility for Teaching Sustainability in Context, Journal of Sustainability Education. These are the two references we are going to follow for this environmental sustainability. Next, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.